If you're frustrated with setting appointments to sell Medicare policies, then you'll want to watch this video. I'm going to be talking about my script to set appointments face-to-face with your Medicare prospects, as well as giving you the script to open the call and close it, as well as also giving you the rebuttals to the most common objections you're going to hear. So if you're interested, stick around. Greetings and salutations. My name is David Duford, owner of Duford Insurance Group, where I train and recruit agents nationally to sell things like final expense, Medicare, and annuities, both face-to-face and over the phone. Thanks for watching, and make sure you subscribe to this video and channel if you happen to like the video. Make sure you give it the thumbs up. So let's talk about setting appointments face-to-face over the phone to sell Medicare policies. What is the script to get in the door to introduce your prospect to the Medicare policies that you have to offer to get them the kind of best results for their Medicare needs? Easy enough. Here is the script that I recommend. So the client picks up the phone and says, hello. Your response is as follows. Hey, Mrs. Jones, my name is David Duford, and the reason I'm calling is you requested information on the changes to Medicare that are coming up, and it's my job to deliver this information you requested. All I need is 5 minutes to show you how these programs work, and what you do with the information is up to you. And I wanted to stop by either at 10 o'clock or 2. What works best? So this is the Medicare spin on a classical script to set appointments face-to-face to sell Medicare. So why does this work so well? So first of all, it gets right to the point. You're not spending time selling Medicare or what the changes in Medicare actually are. You're just selling the need to do your job to deliver the information that they requested, all while selling the appointment, not the product. You see, when we talk to people over the phone, to get the most appointments, you have to understand that the biggest objections people have is not to the product. It's to meeting a stranger that they don't know and getting into a sales situation that may be stressful, or they may be pushed into buying something they don't want. So the script that we use, the one I just gave you, is going to lower the apprehension of the prospect. It's going to tell them it's no big deal to talk about what it is that you're having to talk about, while emphasizing the fact that they sent the information in and you're just doing your job. And we close it by giving them not a yes-no option, but a yes-yes option. What works best, 10 o'clock or 2? Whereas if we said, yes, no, would you like me to come over? The answer is always no, right? So you want to give an option where there is only 2 options of a yes or a yes. Now, of course, in a perfect world, we set all of the appointments that we ask for, but as we know, we're going to get pushback. We're going to get objections. How do you handle the most common objections that you hear? Well, that's coming up right now. So the first one you're going to hear sometimes of is, I'm happy with my current plan. Here is the rebuttal to that objection. That's okay, Mrs. Prospect. All I need is 5 minutes to show you how our programs work, and whatever you do with this information is up to you. Why don't I swing by at 10 o'clock, or would 2 be better? So why does this particular rebuttal work? Well, so if somebody says that they're happy with their current plan, that doesn't mean that they wouldn't consider your plan. Maybe your plan makes them happier. They're working on limited information. On a larger level, too, we just can't even trust what it is that they're saying. Many times people are just reacting in a knee-jerk way when they hear that you want to come over and sell them something. At least they're thinking that in their mind. So they're just kind of saying the first thing that comes into their head. So on some level, you really can't even trust what they're saying. In fact, what it is that they're rebuttaling is not what they're saying. It's their feeling of apprehension and concern that they could be in a stressful situation. So what do? Just like in the prior section, we say, no problem. All I need is 5 minutes to show you how this works. What you do with this information is up to you. How about 10 o'clock or 2? So we sell the appointment and then close again for those times. I need to add in here something very important. When you do any of the rebuttals we're doing, make sure to always close. Ideally close with a 10 or 2, a yes or a yes. Don't just rebuttal and forget to close. That's the most common issue that agents do. They don't go all the way. Make sure you always are closing after every single objection rebuttal. Sometimes they'll have people say something like, why don't you mail me something? The rebuttal is exactly the same as before. Hey, Mrs. Prospect, that's okay. All I need is 5 minutes to show you how these works. It's my job to deliver the information to you. Whatever you decide to do with it's up to you. So why don't I stop by at 10 o'clock or 2? Does that work better? Sometimes you get people to say, yeah, I got this Medicare plan, but I can't change it until the following year. Now, that may be the case, but why not get in front of them now? Maybe at least to lay the groundwork, or perhaps maybe you're a experienced agent or want to cross-sell something like a hospital indemnity plan, a dental plan, possibly a final expense plan. I think getting in front of these prospects are still great. And the truth is, they may not actually know that they can switch. Sometimes people think they can't, but they actually can. So what you want to say to this is, hey, that's okay, no problem. All I need is 5 minutes because it's my job to deliver the information to you. And look, whatever you decide to do with this is up to you. So why don't I come over at 3 o'clock, or would 5 work better? And then, of course, sometimes you'll have somebody say, I can't really afford this right now. I just don't have the money. Again, the rebuttal is exactly the same. That's okay, Mr. Prospect. All I need is 5 minutes to show you how these programs work. That's all I need to do. It's my job to do this. Whatever you decide to do with the information is up to you. So why don't I stop over at 4 o'clock, or how does 6 sound? And lastly, a common objection you'll hear when setting Medicare appointments is, I'm busy. Of course, they are saying they're busy at the times that you gave them. So if you said, say, 2 to 4 o'clock or 2 or 4, and they say, I'm busy because of XYZ, here is the response. That's okay, Mr. Prospect. I'm actually working a little bit later. Why don't I come by at 6 o'clock, or does 7 sound better? If they still relent and they still won't book, then go ahead and set it up for the following day. Okay, why don't I swing by the next day on Wednesday at 9 o'clock, or does 11 sound better? Again, you keep going at these times to try to book the appointment and get something on the book. You should absolutely have the ability to, because what they're mostly objecting to in this instance is the times that you gave them. They're not saying no to you, just no to the times. So I hope this script helps you when setting Medicare appointments, whether you sell Medicare Advantage or Medicare supplements. You will get in more homes. You will sell more Medicare policies as well as other policies, and you'll be happier. You'll get better results. You really will like the use of using this script and getting you better results. If you want to learn more about joining DeFord Insurance Group to sell Medicare, I'll invite you to check out the links above or below. It's going to give you more information on how my Medicare sales and marketing program works to see if it's a good fit for you. We offer the ability in some cases to subsidize or to fully subsidize our Medicare leads so that you pay little to nothing for your leads for those who are most productive in our agency while keeping your commission maximized. So again, if you want to learn more about that, click the links above or below. And we look forward to talking to you soon. David DeFord here at DeFord Insurance Group, logging out. See ya.